Revenge films.
My name is Teresa Smith, 45 years old. This is a story that happened about 2 years ago when my husband of more than a decade suddenly wanted to divorce me. This happened right after our eldest daughter became a middle schooler. Although my husband was coming home late for about half a month, because apparently he had to work overtime, he came home early that day. "Oh, so you're home early today?" As I said that, my husband made a solemn face.
Actually, I have something to tell you. Where are the kids?
That's what he said. The kids are at cram school right now, so they'll be home soon. What's the matter?
Okay. I want to discuss something with you before they come home, so please, come over here.
Thinking this must be something serious, I stopped washing the dishes and sat in the seat that he had prepared for me. "So, what's the matter?" As I asked him nervously, he replied,
I want a divorce.
That's what he said. I couldn't close my mouth from the shock.
To be honest, I endured it until our kids were old enough. Our daughter's in middle school already, so it should be okay, right?
Endured? Why are you acting like you're a victim?
I actually fell in love with another person.
Well, I did imagine that that was the case, but I want to say I'm sorry to the affair partner. My husband was a person who'd make his wife do all the chores, and even make her take care of his parents. I won't say that he's verbally abusive, but he did have the potential of doing so.
But since it's kind of sudden, instead of property division, I plan on giving you and our children all of my assets. Please accept that as my consolation money.
No. Why are you deciding everything on your own? You're not the judge here. And besides, do you realize how much money you have? It's not enough to pay for the consolation fee.
I'm going to leave behind everything to you, and I'll leave this house as well.
When he said that, wait a moment, this is your house! I raised my voice.
I'm saying that I'll give you everything. Please accept it.
When I heard that, I snapped. Why do I have to live with your parents when we're going to divorce? And plus, the reason why we began to fight more was because of your parents. Your parents said, "I want to live with you guys no matter what. We'll help with the chores too. Miss Teresa can live with ease that way too, right?" She was so persistent. So in the end, we decided to live together. But with ease. She did nothing. All she did was complain. It was better if she wasn't there to begin with.
We did live alone together right after we got married. I want to live alone with my girlfriend and enjoy our time together.
Stop with your nonsense. I can't understand you at all. Anyways, we're leaving this house.
What's with that? Who will take care of my parents? That's so irresponsible. You said they can live together with us, right? Take responsibility on what you said until the end.
For the first time in my life, I wanted to kill someone. This was my husband's reasoning. My parents love their grandchildren so much, it's sad if they had to be separated. The children love their grandparents as well. So the best option would be for me to leave this house, but leave the children so they can live with my parents. If the wife who takes care of the children live with my parents, we can save on living expenses as well, right? If that's the case, then I don't have to pay for living expenses or child support, right? And plus, if she looks after my parents as well, I'll be happy with my girlfriend. My wife will be happy with her children and grandparents, so everyone will be happy. He's totally gone insane! I'm going to leave this house with the children and live with just the three of us.
Please, don't do that!
We argued for a while. My husband didn't give up, and in the end...
If you're leaving the house, I won't give you any of my assets!
He yelled. Right after he said that, The children came back from cram school, and my in-laws came back from their meeting for elderly people. So we decided to have an emergency family meeting. As for my in-laws, they were delighted for the idea of me staying, taking care of the children, and doing the chores. But as for the children,
I'm shocked about the divorce, but Dad seems like he likes our cousins more than us. And plus, Grandpa and Grandma wouldn't really play with us either. Yeah, it's exactly as Sis says. And I also don't like Grandma who bullies Mom, so I don't want to live with her.
thankfully, they were on my side. After my in-laws heard this, they became flustered. The older daughter was especially mad about how my husband was having an affair while not taking care of the family at all.
To leave us and go to another woman's place? You're not my father. I hate my grandparents who side with Father too. I'd never want to live with them.
In the past, my husband had routinely broken promises to our children without ever getting between me and my in-laws. When our children's open house or sports day coincided with the cousins, he'd always go to the cousins, not showing affection to his own children. Even seeing my husband act like this, my mother-in-law said nothing and would go as far to saying, "Since Miss Teresa is like this, it's no surprise that our son would want to get a new girlfriend," and would bully me in front of the children. Although, years of friction with my in-laws led to this outcome.
If you're like that, I have no choice but to leave, so be prepared!
Both my husband and my in-laws, they would say things as if they had control over the situation. Very well then. After that, my husband and in-laws brought over a lawyer.
If you want to apologize, now is the time to do it. Well, even if you do, I won't pay a single penny for the consolation fee, though. And I'll get custody of the kids, too.
As for me, you have no chance to win. That's what I was thinking, and I just wanted to get over this mess quickly. So I decided to hire a lawyer.
It's easy when you have all these things against them.
That's what my lawyer said while laughing. The lawyer that my husband hired learned the truth as well and said,
If you go to court, you'll most likely lose.
She seemed fed up with my husband as well. Apparently, he didn't tell his lawyer the truth. In the end, his affair partner said,
We'll be able to do something about the money if we both work hard. So leave your wife and let's live together already.
With that, the divorce went smoothly. And so, my husband paid me $3,000 in alimony for the affair, $7 million in child support, and my share of the asset. Of course, my husband didn't have that much money. So by making the affair partner and my husband live together with the in-laws settled on a deal that they would shoulder the alimony and other fees. They didn't realize that this was the beginning of their disaster. My in-laws, husband, and the affair partner thought that they only had to pay for my husband's compensation fee, but that's totally not the case. I asked the affair partner for $3,000 in compensation fee as well. But to begin with, the affair partner only got close to my husband because of his money. Although my husband wasn't that highly paid, she thought if she kicked me out, a stay-at-home wife, she'd be able to become a stay-home wife. On top of that, she even had debt. As for me, I didn't become a stay-at-home wife because I wanted to. When it was decided that I had to live with the in-laws, they made me quit my job as a housekeeper. But because of the divorce, my husband as well as the in-laws used up most of their money. So they had no money left to cover up or aid the affair partner's compensation fee. So my husband...
Let's work together and pay the fee! If we work together, we'd definitely be able to pay everything!
This is not what I heard. Why are you making me work even though your ex-wife was a stay-at-home wife? If you keep saying that, I'm not going to marry you. Who'd want to marry some old guy who doesn't even have money? I can't believe this.
She exploded with anger and left the house. But my husband, who had to deal with so much trouble, didn't let her go. He caught the affair partner and made her work until she could pay for her share of consolation fees, as well as her debts she originally had. And even after work, she had to deal with household chores and my in-laws. As for me, I got custody of my children of their own free will. And I was happy that everything went smoothly thanks to my husband, who was crazy. Then, 2 years later, I received a call from my ex-husband. It seemed that the affair partner couldn't take it anymore and had disappeared.
Teresa, you can come back anytime with the children.
Sure, I'll come back with the children whenever we feel like it. As if I'd ever say that.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.